This is the 0310 hours GMT edition of the KhoodeelaarTVChannel television channel, being broadcast on the internet under the banner of Baby Angel Geronimo Editions. This is 0310 hours GMT edition on Saturday, the 6th of January 2024. One of the things that the overhyped satirical magazine Private Lie does is carry this thing called annual kind of rating of the rotten boroughs in the page, on the page that it runs as rotten boroughs every fortnight. And there is no mention of Tower Hamlets. There is no real mention of Croydon except the stupidly compressed item about the closure of bus stops or bus shelters. I mean, to think that 185 bus shelters in Croydon were closed by Croydon the Crooks Council. And it's not discussed in any way in relation to the discomfort, inconvenience, serious discomfort and inconvenience, passengers needing to wait at the bus stop experience. 185, if you multiply by the average of 10 any time, 1,850, that is 200. 2,000 people at any time being denied a basic shelter. And of the 2,000, at least 500 could be disabled. And there is no mention of that in the Rotten Boroughs column, reference to Croydon bus stops, bus shelters closure. And as you say, the whoever is responsible for writing the pieces about the law, legal cases in Private Lie must be a complete moron. The piece about the judgment in favor of Harry Windsor and against the Mirror Group newspapers, the piece is headlined "Morons something." I'll come to that in a second. What the actual headline is. There is a morons funny war. And it's based on the findings of Mr. Justice Fancourt. Whatever Mr. Justice Fancourt has said, Private Lie has kind of introduced it as if it was Justice Fancourt following the contents of Private Lie over the years, about the Mirror Group newspaper stupidity and wrongdoing and phone hacking, etc. Nothing could be further from the truth. In any case, the piece written as Morgan's funny war is really absolutely unreadable. And that's typical. That's a tip of the iceberg of the turgid style used by whoever does the legal summaries on the back or in the back, that is carried in the section called in the back. Like interesting items. They read really like turgid, turgid items written by somebody with constipation. There is no contextual reference to the surrounding implications on the other papers that Harry Windsor and others suing the Mirror Group newspapers, along with Harry Windsor, are suing. The Daily Mail and the scum are actually implicated. So there is no reference to the other cases, and there is no reference whatsoever to the long history of the Press Complaints Commission or Press Council being corruptly operated by those who control the newspapers. And the readers are not recognized at all. People who are actually misrepresented are not recognized. People who are lied about are not recognized. People who are libeled, defamed are not recognized. And the defamation case and the High Court's status as the only court in the country where defamation cases are allowed to be litigated is not really discussed. In fact, as far as private law is concerned, it would prefer there to be no defamation law at all. That is based on the midget Jan Pisov. The midget Jan Pisov called himself a banana when the serial mass murderer Sutcliffe's wife was given a defamation victory against a number of defaming publications in Fleet Street. So Pisov doesn't really want a defamation option to exist at all. That suggests that the private lie under Pisov's idiotizing ship is so brave that the only reason why it is not publishing the amount of investigative reports that it would publish but doesn't publish is because it might be sued for defamation. That is another lie as well. Because private lie is as racist, as anti-Muslim, as corrupt as the Daily Mail, as the scum, as Beaver Brooks at the Express, as the Torygraph. as the Financial Times, the creeps, and as come to that is the Communist Party of Great Britain's corrupt Morning Star. There are more offenses, anti-Muslim offenses, treated in England than there are offenses aimed at any other faith groups. And yet private life doesn't reflect that. And there are cases of discrimination that actually affect Muslim targets and victims than it does. There are cases that affect other people or belonging to other faiths and religious groups, or none at all. So we shall be ending this one.